Hi again. It's time for me to give you a little bit of an update and a confession because I really have cocked up. So yesterday evening I started running my wires just to get an idea of where for the electrics. I'm going to have the downlighters, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 at the end. So I started running the wires down there because of course I put the ceiling up. I've made a bit of a realised I'd cocked up there, so I'm going to have to run them, I think, along underneath up there. Here, sorry, where am I? Here we go. Run them along here, tucked under there, which was a bit of a pain, hardly ideal, but there you go. But I'm onto the electrics now. I finished the 230 voltage in. Well, I'm not sure whether I showed you that. It's all working. I've got a double socket here for the sort of garage area. I've got at the moment a single socket just down the end there. I'm going to do something else with that. It's just temporary in there till I sort of work out exactly what I need. Yeah, so double socket, single socket running off this consumer unit. It all seems okay. I've earthed it. You can see the earth wire going down there, which I need to fill in. But I've earthed it. No problems. Everything seems good. I have got. Didn't know. People will worry me, so I'm going to get an electrician round to check it and give me a safety certificate. As an aside, that's costing £85. I'm annoyed, but there you go, that's what it costs. Somebody pointed out it is a large tin box, metal box, so it's probably quite wise. So that's going on. So yesterday I came in here, was doing my wiring, and it was absolutely pelting down with rain outside. Rained and rained and rained. And I noticed, and you can see it here, if I show you, right there, a little drip. See that? Wet on the floor. And I looked up and I thought, where's that come from? And this is my confession, I'm going to show you now. I've had to take the roof down. Oh, there it is, can you see it? Because it was coming from here. This is where I ran the wire through for the solar panel, and that part there was leaking, which was obviously not ideal. So I went upstairs on the roof, put bunged some stuff on there, bunged all that round it, and sort of thought I'd solved the problem. And I was very pleased with myself. I didn't have to take anything. I just took one piece of wood from there. That was yesterday. I came in here this afternoon. It's Sunday. I came in here this afternoon to admire my handiwork, and that is a fresh drip on the floor. So I thought, oh hello, it's all gone wrong. It's more to it than that. So I felt, and I looked under. I could just see under the Celotech stuff a drip further along. So I thought there's another problem there. So I took all the wood down. You can see what I've done. Took the thingy-majig off, the Celotech's off, and it's as dry as a bone. So the only thing I can assume is because we're on you probably can't see it. We're on a bit of a gradient on my driveway. It's on a gradient. I'm assuming that bit of water rolled down, and that's what's dripped out there. So I think that's all it can be. So I put some more muck on there just to bung it up. But I took all the ceiling down, and basically I'm an idiot. People have been telling me that for years. I previously doubted them, but I think I've now confirmed that I actually am. While I was there, you can see the screws here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 more under here, which I'm not going to fiddle with, but I put a bit of gunge on them just to you see that, just to belt and braces. That's it. So that's, yeah, so I've got to put it back up now. It seems okay. The only good thing is, and I knew some good would come out of it, my wires that I was going to have to run along the back here, result I can now put there, which I should have done in the first place. So from this minor disaster comes some relief, some saving point. I wasn't actually going to fess up on the old video. I thought, I'll just keep it quiet. I'm an idiot, I'll keep it quiet. But I thought, actually, there are always problems. This is one of them. It's not a major one, hopefully, touch wood. And solved it, and actually a bit of a benefit come out of it. So when otherwise I'd have shown you the wiring later on, you'd have been thinking, how did he get that wiring up there when he didn't do that? So now you know. I'm about to take the ceiling down. So it's a week or two on now from the stuff that you've just seen, and I've pretty much finished the electrics. As you just saw, I run the wires across here, and so now I'm going to talk you through what I've done and show off. I'm not going to lie, I am very pleased with myself, because I thought it was going to be more difficult than actually it was, but it was quite easy. But I'll talk you through it, so let's go with this. To reiterate what I'd said earlier, I've got, I think I'd shown you this in a previous video, I've got the 230 volt in, which is down here with a little panel, wired that in. I've got a double socket down there, which I've got that light feeding off at the moment, and I've also got temporary single socket just up there. Ultimately, actually, I think that will end up further down here somewhere as a sort of double socket, but the wiring's there, so I can make my mind up what I want to do with that. But so the 230's in. I've not connected the 230 and the 12 volt, completely separate systems, because for what I'm going to use it for, I didn't think it was necessary. So that's in. I've also got Sparky round as an electrician who I know's done some work for me before on the house, and I've got him round to have a look at it. He's quite happy with it. Now I'm going to give you a tip. You might want to bear this in mind. Yesterday, the van sits on the drive here. It doesn't really go anywhere. I didn't want the battery to get flat, so I thought I'll take it for a spin, just for sort of half an hour. Pop down to just down there's a dual carriageway near here. Ran it down there for half an hour and put some air in the tyres. I did that after I left the drive, obviously. When I left the drive, what I didn't do, and this is the tip, if you've got the this system in place and you've got a wire, hang on, come with me. You've got this here. My tip is that before you drive off the drive, unplug it, because I didn't. It was I could feel it being a bit tight, and I thought, hello, what's going on here? Thought maybe, well, I don't know what I thought really. Anyway, I persisted, and there was a twang, and it snapped the wire. Luckily, only about 2 foot from the back of the van. Shorted out all the garage where the power's coming from. Pulled all my dustbins and everything across as it kadunged across. But anyway, there's a tip there. I'm sure you didn't need that one, but just to demonstrate, I often say I'm a bit of an idiot. And if that is an idiot, I don't know what is. Right, 12 volts. So the 12 volt system, there's my battery. This black wire coming down here is from the solar panel. We've already seen that goes down there. I put this little unit on there, and I've got one of those wires from that running to the POS, and I put this, I think it's sold as a buzz bar. Again, it's another of my eBay specials, but just so I can connect all my negative feeds up to that. So effectively what I've done is then I've got a positive going off to each of the lights, and the negative coming back to that buzz bar, and then all those connections go to the battery. So the wires are along here at the moment, and for each light, so I've fitted the light. This is the almost exciting bit. So this is the light switch. These are those you might have seen. I'll have to put some light on the issue. So I'll put it on. It comes on. And I've got 3 of them. So there's one there, and the sort of piece de resistance at the end. Ready? 2 there, which is over the sink area. Well, it's there's nothing there at the moment, with a planned sort of food prep type area. So each of these wires, you can wire these up actually so that blue light is permanently on, so you can see it in the dark if you like, or you can wire it up so it only comes on when you turn it on. That I chose to do. There's the wiring at the back of it, so each of the cables comes in. So if I look at this particular one here, I've got the 2 lights going from here. These are the wires from the 2 lights. As you can see, I've connected up the positive, positive for this one here, and the positive for the other one. They both go into this connection here. Positive comes round, that goes on to that, so it comes around there, that goes onto the back of the switch, and then there's the earth back to the thingy. This was what I used. Very technical. I made it. If you follow that pattern on there, it works. If you actually follow the picture, it works, but it leaves you the blue light permanently on. If you follow that bit of text, so the gold brassy coloured one goes direct to the battery, the middle one goes to your light, and the one furthest from the brass, I'll put the left one there, which is a bit stupid I know, but that then goes direct to the battery. That way the light only comes on when you turn it on. So I've got those three there. The others, as you saw earlier, came across the roof. They go down here. They're behind me. I had to take some of this wood down, put it up, and I've got again more here. It's another switch there. There's one there, and one there. So I've got 6 lights. The reason I put that one there, if I step back, I'll see it a bit. My thought is, it's not screwed on yet. I'm waiting. I've had to order some screws. I've ordered these little light switches. They're quite expensive. I said that before. That's £10 for that little one, and 15 for the 3. It's only a bit plastic, but they're very small holes, and I ordered some special screws just to fit through there. Some black round holes. They're on order, but well, nearly 5 either. So that's there. If I turn off the the 230 volt, you'll see, admittedly it's not dark in here, but maybe later I'll come back and show it at night. But down this end where I'm standing now, to turn around, down that end there where the bed is going to be, so the bed head will be sort of in line with that workmate. Perfect. It's a bit dim, but I'm going to have here ultimately a board, and I'll have a couple of little reading lights on there feeding from that panel. And down this end, you can't appreciate it so much now, but when it's dark, it's fantastic. You can do what you want in here. You can read a book. It's perfectly light and airy and all the rest of it. So that's where I am with the electrics. So that's done. So the next job now is I bought a bit more plywood. Is to get on with doing this side, and then start on the bed frame. There's a smaller side, and it's pretty obvious, but when you get your battery, and make sure you do as I've done there and put some wood and secure it, because when I went for my little drive yesterday, it shut off, went walkabout and pulled all the cables off. Anyway, so that's that. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that's that now. So you've seen the lights, hopefully that makes sense. It's very simple. I was full of trepidation about doing the electrics, but it's no big deal. Yeah, bed's next. It's coming on. I'll tell you the other thing as well. It's nice and warm in here. It's not boiling, you know, it's not red hot, but no problem. I've got no fears with the amount of insulation we've got in, so that was already right, because it's the 1st of December today. We've had frost on the ground. 2nd in December. We've had frost on the ground, lots of things, but it's all looking good, feeling warm. Happy days. Ta-ra. So this bit of ridiculous video tagged on the end is to show you how pleased I am with my lights. As you can see, it's dark. A bit of light is there over my garage to illuminate me. But it's pitch black outside, there's hardly a star in the sky, it's dark. Hang on, I'm stepping towards the van. Here she is. We're in. Hang on. Right, I can find the light switch in the dark and just see how good the lights are when it's in here. Talk about... And I'm sort of showing you this to demonstrate that is all the lights you'll need. So there's 1, 2, you see them all? Yeah, 6. And they certainly add more than enough light. So it wasn't so easy when I sort of showed you earlier when it was still light outside, but you can see, I mean, you know, you could do anything you wanted here. Even at my age with my failing eyes, there's enough light. Cheers.